LiveHipHopDaily.tv.
We back, Cash Color Cannabis, a high-level conversation on LiveHipHopDaily.tv. I got my guest in the building, man. What's up, Coach?
What's up, guy?
Hey, Coach, real quick, man, before we get to all the fun and shenanigans of this show, introduce yourself and let them know what you do, man.
My name is Mikhail Harris, but everybody calls me Coach. I run a company called the Green Rush Team. The Green Rush Team helps entrepreneurs and business professionals get into or break into the green space without basically getting taken advantage of.
Okay.
Right now, we know there's a lot of money coming into this industry, and you got a lot of people, shenanigans saying they got what they don't, and it's a lot of sharks.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure you get with a good team of people who can help you out and just help guide you in the right direction.
I feel you, man, or at least get with a big enough shark that can eat the other sharks, man. That's definitely something that Coach is, man. So I was joking with Coach. I was telling Coach I had some jokes for him, man. At one point I thought Coach was hating Mecca. I was like, yo, because if you know Coach, you see his Instagrams, he actually tags people in his posts. And at one point he used to tag me all the time, and then he stopped tagging me, and I was like, what did I do, Coach? Like, you stopped tagging me in posts, man. Like, I want to know what's going on too. Man,
what, bro? I'm telling y'all, I've been learning internet or Instagram etiquettes, man. And I'm telling you, I did some of the things I've been doing, bro. I mean, I've been getting chewed out, and I'm like, man, my daughter got me on this thing, man.
Oh,
and you know what I'm saying? So not even that, bro. It's just I don't have enough memory on my phone to get that when you put everybody Instagram on there, and so I only remember a couple of them. And after a while, you be switching up, and my mind ain't right. I apologize.
I'm so glad.
I thought you was hating on me, bro.
No,
I promise you.
I'm so glad I brought this up because to hear the lack of memory and that your daughter put you on Instagram. I love when super adults are on social media, man.
Oh man,
I love when super adults. I'm so blessed that my mom is not on Facebook or nothing like that because I know that she would be all in my comments, and I'm good with that. I'm good with that, man.
Yeah, I heard me.
But Coach, okay, we have some real topics to talk about tonight, man, because there's some real things happening in the city of Atlanta. We got a mayoral race that's about to be heating up soon. We have a conversation about decriminalization, and I know you're in the forefront of all that, man. I know that you actually put on an event that went on 420 that brought out, would you say, the most politicians that have actually been together like that for a 420 event who spoke. You know what I'm saying? They didn't just pull up to say hi. They sat there and addressed the crowd.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So speak about that. How was it as far as getting all those politicians involved, especially people who have they're running in their own, you know what I'm saying, for their own races. They have their own agendas going on.
Yes.
What was it like trying to pull all those people together? And what was it like putting on that event, man?
Hey, well, first of all, man, when we are in this business, man, I want to give a shout out to DL Consultant, because Davisha wound up making most of the politicians. She got the commitment from them and made sure that they would attend and speak on and stay on point with what the topic was. Now, it was two events that were going on. Now, we were supposed to be at the main event that was downtown at the Capitol, but because we wanted to make sure that the politicians came, we made sure we kept it on point on something that they could talk about, which was safe access.
Okay.
Now, most people don't understand how safe access actually applies to Georgia laws or the things that are going on right now, that we got 16 illnesses right now that you can basically get medication from, but you cannot access the medication in the state of Georgia. Now, let me tell y'all something, man. We all about, let's say, revolution, and we say we're going to kid around on this show. Real talk, man. Hey, on some revolution, man, we have to understand that we cannot address some of the things we want to talk about at the Capitol because the systems are made, bro. So we have to be smart about the engagement that we go into these individuals about, man. So now I kept the persona of Coach because I'm saying, man, hey, man, we need a new strategy, bro, because the old one ain't working. Now, it's a new industry that's coming in. Yeah. And so, therefore, we look at the things, first of all, that this business is built on black people on the back of us, man. They got it. They telling you the social determinants that are happening because they tell you the war on drugs. And everybody know that somebody in some kind of way been affected with that. Yeah. So my thing is, hey, let's not go towards this system like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Let's go at it a different way. Now, when we talk about safe access, now, it's something called decriminalization, and it didn't hit me till, and it's going to touch on what you're talking about, on who we support and why we support those individuals. Yeah. Decriminalization was the first thing that that was a solution that says, okay, if a mother who has a child with epilepsy seizure need her medication, well, get her meds. All right. Now, when you go there, they even got a law in the state of Georgia because of that. So, as far as saying the cannabis, that's Haley. You know what I'm saying, B? All right. So now we stick with that, but they can't get the medication. But decriminalization, saying that they got less than an ounce, they don't get, penalized for it, you know what I'm saying? That allows them to get their medication. Now, decriminalization for our community, saying that 90% of all arrests dealing with marijuana is for simple possession, bro. So that means they running us into jail just for simple possession. Yeah. So now we back the policies that deal with simple possession, but we deal with it on their issues. Yeah. We talk about that, excuse my language, work with me. We talk about that white woman with that white baby who need that medication. And I hate to put you out there like that, Corey. I apologize. Yeah. But you know, they going to listen. Matter of fact, they going to give you a law. They ain't going to give it to us. And then you hear about these politicians, man. My man Alan Peake is giving medication out. So that man telling you that he breaking the law. So now our people in our community cannot have medication. Something's wrong with that, bro.
Brother, can I cut you off real quick? Because we're going to talk about that. Alan Peake is a great man. I actually met him several times.
That's my man.
When I read that story, I was like, there's so much extra hypocrisy involved in that though, man. Because he doing his thing, but trust and believe. If I would have did what he did, I'm sitting on Wright Street. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sitting.
You hear me, man?
I'm sitting downtown right now, so I appreciate what he did. You know what I'm saying? Again, Alan, I'm gonna see you one day.
And I'm hold on. I'm not putting him on blast,
not
bro.
At all.
I'm just trying to show you the social differences in our community, bro. If me and you were to do that, you right. We're gonna be sitting at the cab, all right, bro. That's 100.
But I often speak about one thing. I was blessed when I first started doing the documentary. You was one of the first people to reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? And we had a good conversation while I was out at the crib. You called me one night late, and the way, matter of fact, if you ever been on the phone with Coach called me around midnight, right? The way he called me, I thought that I was being given access to confidential information, man. Yo, bro, you gotta understand, man. It's the people, man. Look, are you listening, Mac? You listening? So you know what I mean. But Coach hit me with some really good game. And one thing I know, like you speak about decriminalization, I'm all for that. But one thing I'm real big on is the image we have in the media.
Yes.
And I thought that was real dope that you was the person who put together what was put together, because what I see is there's a lot of things legal in this country that we still can't do, like walk down the street, drive a car, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a law in this state right now where you could have an open carry. You could have a weapon on your hip, right? Now, let's see how many brothers get licenses on Edgewood and how quick they'll change that. If you start seeing some dudes with tattoos on their face walking down the street with pistols on their head. So again, there's a lot of things that are legal, you know what I'm saying, that we can't do. And it's more because of how we are portrayed in the media, and we don't take enough control of our own situations. So I wanted to dap you up for that part too. Yes. I know we've had this conversation about decriminalization tons of times. And I think that, again, if we don't take more control of the events we do, the topics that's being brought out there, and the image overall that we put out in the media, they could pass every law possible. We still get arrested. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we still getting arrested.
That's 100, man.
Yeah. So, but a salute to that, man. You had some major players out there that night, though. That day during them. Who came out?
You had Senator Vincent Ford. You had, Senator Vincent Ford is basically running for a political position for mayor. Yeah. You had Senator Kurt Thompson, who dropped one of the bills that's dealing with decrim. You got Senator Harold Jones II. I mean, that's a real player, bro.
Harold Jones.
Oh man, let me tell you about it, bro. And not only that, we met up with Maxine Waters. As a matter of fact, we got an interview with that, bro. If you guys want to share that with Maxine Waters, bro, it was an excellent interview. My man SL Imagery, man, wound up putting an excellent job. We were the only one. Matter of fact, me and Maxine Waters' son, Ed Waters, went to school with me and a young man by the name of Sean Ross at Central State University, and so he was able to give us a personal interview with Maxine Waters. But just to be able to sit down and talk to him. Now, my thing was, she was at Morehouse School to talk about strategy session for decrim. I think it was 2 other issues dealing with mass incarceration, and something else, right? Mm-hmm. But here it is. Maxine Waters is a Democrat congresswoman coming out of California. And so, therefore, if you're coming to Georgia talking about strategy session, at that event, they had no elected officials there. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, we're talking about changing policy. We have to know how to change policy, bro.
Yeah, you got to have the people in the building who can do it.
Yes, yes, sir. And you got to, and if they want to be part of the conversation, you got to let them come there and sit there and be part of that conversation.
And one more time, it's image, man. Like, y'all could play these image games as much as you want to. You could sit one black person in a room full of a bunch of white people talking about what they need to do for black people, but ain't none of them doing anything for us. Respect. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you got to put that event on, and you got to put that panel together of people who reflect what you really see in the community, and have them tell them. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but again, go ahead.
But that's for real talk, man. Yeah. But, and just listen to what other minority. You got Virgil Grant is out in California doing the minority business. I forgot the acronym of this organization, but Virgil Grant is doing things out in California. You got Brandon them, W them doing things up in DC. You got Nelson,
Brandon, what's up, baby?
You got Nelson them up in New York doing something from Kenna Culture, man.
But
you got to remember, Virgil them is out on the West Coast, bro. You know what I'm saying? The East Coast is really developing their own thing, and we need to take heed to what the West Coast is doing. But you know, our relationship on the East Coast, bro, is something that's going to be totally different than the West Coast. Because again, if you talking about coming down south, and south is totally different because now you're talking about hospitality. You know, if you go to some of these events and some of these functions and you're trying to learn certain things, man, bro, first of all, you're not eating good. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk, bro. And how you gonna wind up having people getting high all day and you don't even know how to feed them, bro? That don't even make sense to me. And then on top of that, you know, it's not about always smoking. If I'm gonna smoke some weed, I want somebody to drop some knowledge on me or give me something that I ain't never did, bro. And remember this, bro. It's not about a color thing to me. I swear to God, it ain't. Everybody get caught up into that, talking about, you know, it's a black this, minority this, and this and that. And I try to tell them, bro, the marijuana, the cannabis, you know what I'm saying? I smoke with everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I, you know what I'm saying, if I can't involve everybody in my solutions, then it won't happen. It can't happen. Because that ain't what God brought us here for, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm gonna take that marijuana, that cannabis seed, and I'm gonna wind up smoking that seed with whoever it is, I'm gonna be able to build with that individual. And if we can't, why are we smoking or sitting here, bro?
You ain't selling a lie. And also shout out to Skull Money, man. I see you walk in the building, baby.
Respect, God.
You know, 100%. I agree with your stance, man. Because like I said, we got to be a lot more proactive in the conversation, and we got to be a lot more proactive as far as being visible. You know what I mean? So I see you working on a lot of those things.
Well,
who, as far as the
stop. Who would that dude again?
Oh, Skull Money. Yeah, we're
Can you
live.
come over? Can you pull a seat up? Can you get a seat and pull up over here, bro?
Not right now. No, he really can't. He really can't. It's the way we got the show set up. But Skull, I see you.
I got
you. We gonna get you
ask
on
him
here
about the political thing.
I know he's about to.
And my entertainers, man.
I got to rein in my show. Rein in my show. Coach will hijack me, man.
Thank you, sir. We'll sack him up, bro.
But let me tell you, you know, Cash Color Cannabis events. You know, that was one of the main things again why I got you involved.
Yeah.
I see so many things popping up where people want to tie in weed to music and weed to this and weed to that. And what I want to say is to them people, stop bleeding from our culture. I'm talking about hip hop and cannabis, because we don't sit here and smoke weed all day and talk weed all day and have weed this and weed that. There's bigger conversations people have when they sesh up, and sometimes you don't need to sesh up in even order to be a supporter of this. Man, so quit playing with our culture, man, and our brand. Like you said, our culture is our brand, man. Stop playing with our brand. So
we
you
got
can get
the hottest brand
it
is, period, man. I was just funny you said hip hop, bro, because I was just talking to Minister Server, bro, and me and Minister Server was basically talking because again, like everybody is somewhat playing with this marijuana thing. They see the money and they want to get involved with it, but they don't know how. And again, the first thing we had to do is we had to attack the politics of it first. All right, so if D-Cats, man, you got people out here telling you that you can start this, you can do this, you can do that, and you can't because the laws are not even going to allow you to do that. You feel me? But that's the little thing, bro. The bigger thing is, when we first started and we hooked up and you had me calling you that early in the morning, bro, I was calling because we were being left out of the industry.
You was right.
You feel me, bro? And they got strategic measures on keeping us out. So if we don't get the political front that's going in addressing certain issues before they even get to the table, it ain't going to happen for us, bro. And you gonna tell me this industry was built on our back and yet we cannot participate? Yo, I need every actor, every rapper, everybody who can pull or assemble anybody, bro. Come and get down on the team, bro.
Do you see why?
And if you can't do that, man, bro, move on, smoke your weed and get out the way.
You see why I got him here, man? Don't you? It makes you feel like starting a Black Panther party, right, man? Yeah. I brought him here because I applaud everything he just said, man. Because it's about that, man. Like I can't explain this enough. From Wiz Khalifa's to Snoop Dogg and all that. There's a good chance I'm gonna see him soon. So there's a good chance I'm gonna see my man soon. So I'm not stepping on toes. I'm just being real because I'm gonna have this conversation with them. I'm tired of seeing rappers tell me how to smoke weed, tell me what to roll.
What?
Tell me about your business. Tell me about the cake you getting off on Raw Papers.
Word.
Tell me about Mary Jane. Tell me about the websites you run. Tell me about that, bro. But I've already been told how to roll a blunt. Like I learned how to roll a blunt literally listening to Redman how to roll a blunt.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
you taught me that part already, man. Teach me now about getting this bread.
Yes. But understanding how we run the path of this bread, man. We got to get in on, again, man, hold on. And then y'all hear me talking about this little weed thing, but I say that ain't nothing. We start talking about industrial hemp, man, and start farming and talking about really what you can make. You can get 300 pounds of oil from a acre of hemp.
Yeah.
And do you know what that oil is, bro? That's CBD, man. These crackers ain't, excuse my language, these folks ain't even telling you this, man, because you have certain people in certain places that don't want you to know, man. And it infuriates me that, you know, yes, it's those type of people that are around. I apologize, you know what I'm saying? I got good friends, Sharon Rayford, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
You know, all my people, man, but, you know, they know the same thing. And then again, our people are the one who are not. Again, most of the let's say the Georgia Legislative Black Caucus, man, you start talking about marijuana, they sat down. We had a meek man, and again, it wasn't until Abel Mabel said, y'all don't even know what this man talking about, and y'all up here shaking y'all head. And it was real.
Brother, again, another thing that me and you eye and eye to, because I remember when I first was talking about the documentary, how many of these people who are now vocal about diversity told me this is not even a conversation. Woo. You know what I'm saying? Like this is that cannabis isn't something that sees race. I'm like, you must be blind as
blind.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm out here in the streets, and trust me, these police see what these people do, but not these people do.
That's
so that's where that come into play.
Just look at the numbers. Ava DuVernay gave y'all the numbers, man. Ava DuVernay wound up giving that. That's why I tell y'all, man, look at 13.
Yes,
don't look at it because of what they telling y'all to look at it for. What it is she gives you the numbers.
Yeah.
So when they start arguing this and that, bro, hey, here go your numbers. Here go your numbers, bro. There go your numbers, and your story talks for itself. We don't have to give you them numbers. But again, until we come together and understand that, again, everybody got their own issues. I'm telling you, in this business, everybody me. All right, yo, peep out the cats who are out there doing what they're supposed to be doing. I want to give a shout out to Burn One, because as soon as me and Burn One sat down and had breakfast and talked at my house, bro, and the next day, bro, he started took the images of the all the ass hanging out and all that to images of beautiful women that I want to meet in the industry, B.
Okay.
So it's talking about changing the culture, changing the concept, changing it. We can do it from our own. We don't need them.
Okay.
You feel me?
Well, actually, I think who is the politician that can change the law or whatever?
Well, none. We ain't got the power. But what we do is get us a super PAC.
Yeah.
All right. Once we get a super PAC, we influence who we want to influence to put what we want to put. We got money, and I don't care if it's $4. I'm sorry, and I don't care if it's $4.20, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's put it towards the cat who gonna wind up making the best decision for the industry. Come on, guys.
Let me let you know early though. This man's a Donald Trump supporter before you even start talking.
I rock him. Hey, he the only man who can piss black people off enough to make them move and be mad, bro. I love that white man, bro. He got y'all pissed off. When my man say something like my reality.
When my man say something like, "What politician could do one thing?" I'm like, "You should know your president can't."
No, man.
Hey,
man, that's a show, man. I'm telling you, y'all got a reality show going on.
He ain't a Trump supporter, but he's a Trump rationalist.
Yes, sir. Yes, please.
That means we have to trust somebody with the money.
Respect.
Oh, respect, man. So yeah.
I'm trusting the man who doing the work, bro. I give $4.20 towards somebody doing the work.
Our shit.
You feel me? Hey.
Trust nobody.
Me, I hear you. And I'm tired of trusting y'all. I'm tired of trusting politicians. Well, we gotta play the game, B.
Hey.
Excuse me.
I'm a referee of this match tonight.
Okay, go
ahead. We're going to cut to a video real quick, and then we're going to get back to some more conversation. We're going to talk about the 2018 mayoral race.
Can we talk to that? We're going to talk.
We're going to do it right after these. Hold your notes, man, because we got to keep time up.
That ain't fair, because you giving him time now to think about it.
I am, because what y'all about to do is take over the next 30 minutes. Nigga, I met Coach. This is about to happen. But in the meantime, I want y'all to check out a new video, ASAP Ferg and Remy Ma. I don't know if y'all seen, it's called East Coast. It's a dope record. I'm not sure if it's going to be on ASAP.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about,
man.
I'm not sure if the record's going to be on his album or it's going to be the ASAP Mob Cozy Tapes 2 album. I'm not sure. I just know it's a dope record, and Remy Ma bodied it. So check out this video, ASAP Ferg, Remy Ma, East Coast, and we'll be back with Coach talking about more Coach stuff, man. We'll let Coach be Coach tonight, dog. Cash Color Cannabis is a higher level of conversation. Cash Color Cannabis is a higher level of conversation on LiveHipHopDaily.tv. I got my man Coach in the building. Oh, Coach, I want to make a real quick ballot initiative.
What about it?
Just saying, we should have a ballot initiative. Like you was talking about super PACs. Like we should be running about a ballot initiative as well. I was told in my ear.
Oh, yeah, talking about who gonna get one? Who put one together?
All right, I'm about to bring your daughter on in a minute, man. I'm about to bring your daughter on in a minute. She said she ready, man.
That's what you gotta do. I mean, I don't know everything, bro. I know how to meet people. I know how to bring them to the table. And hold on. First of all, let me tell you this real talk. I'm not talking off the side of my head, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm a real coach. I've been coaching in DeKalb County for 20 years, all kind of sports. Oh, and please, can I give a shout out to your
Oh, please do. Our sponsor,
Bake
Nation and Uncle Dude.
Yo, my man, man.
Yes, sir, man.
Hey, bro, this is the first cat that has funded a little league wrestling team, Hydroponic Warriors, right? All right, so the agreement is they have to grow vegetables, you know what I'm saying, in order for their tuition for to be wrestling to get paid.
That's dope.
I say, bruh.
That's dope. Yeah, that's dope.
So
that's my man's.
my man,
my sponsors, not your sponsors. My sponsors better than your sponsors. They be helping and shit, man. All right, man. But while we back, man, I want to talk a little bit about this mayoral race that's about to happen in 2008. Because I know you mentioned Vincent Fort is running, man. Yes. There's a ton of people. I've been having my DMs full up with people trying to get on, who are actually running for mayor, trying to get on the podcast now.
Yes.
Speak about the race. Like, I know it's looking close. I mean, I thought it was even funny to me that Kasim would even come at Vincent Fort the way he did. Because I'm like, for somebody who's not even running for mayor, you know what I'm saying? Like Kasim Reed, why would you take a shot at Vincent Fort unless you really thought Vincent Fort could win?
But they got bad blood, bro. That bad blood been around for a minute.
What he say? He said you was in the office begging me get your son a job. I was looking like Kasim Reed. I have a bridge that's by my house that blew up. You know what I'm saying? Like work on baby step your issue, sir. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not an issue in your life.
But hey, but check this out, man. You got to remember now. Listen, and just because Vincent was at our event doesn't mean that we're throwing all our weight behind him. B.
Yeah,
again, we throw our weight behind the cats who want to address our issues. You know what I'm saying? If you got some other better candidates who might come through, bro, bring them through. Because again, we trying to crank up millennials. When we talk about hashtag I'm not a criminal, and that's the name of our movement, man. Our thing is, you know what I'm saying? They say if you want to hide it from black people, this is the older generation. You want to hide it from black people, you put it in the book. All right, because we don't supposed to be reading, all right? But, you know, as I was going to the Capitol, man, every morning I'm looking at these young folks, and ain't nobody talking to each other, but I swear to God, they on this thing. And I don't know what they were doing, but it looked like they were reading. You feel me, B? And I was like, man, if I can get on their platform, man, you know what I'm saying, give it to them on their, well, I can make it. So, you know, that's when we came up with the hashtag I'm not a criminal, bro, because I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not a criminal. So, again, all we're trying to do is, first of all, bring awareness to what's going on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then we educate. And then from educating, bro, to make sure that we can make sure they come to the table, we pick a topic that they got to talk about. And right now, that's safe access.
Okay.
And safe access deal with decriminalization, bro.
And how many of those mayoral candidates that you have spoken to or you're aware of have actually spoken about safe access or decriminalization outside of Vincent Fort?
Only, matter of fact, I would have to say Sharon does more talking to all the facets. Me, I sit back and try to pull my people together. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the ones right now. The only reason I was dealing with Vincent because that's the one I had direct access to. But even like I said, you know, sitting down listening to him, bro, you know, I like what he's talking about as far as, you know, what we're talking about. But now I'm trying to listen to the other candidates and what they got to say. And it's like nobody's talking about that topic right now. So. Yeah. If nobody's gonna talk about it, man, I'm gonna pull Vincent in. You know what I'm saying? And only reason I'm gonna pull him in, we gonna talk to him. But again, let me say, everybody say, you know, I don't believe in politics because politics don't work. All right, that's because one individual, yeah, you right, you vote, you know, you think your vote count. No, it don't, bro. When you listen to these folks who move in politics, they have a caucus. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the black caucus. You know what I'm saying? You got the millennial caucus.
But let me interject.
That's a group.
That's for a presidential election. I make sure that you got to understand. People understand there's a difference. Like when you do a presidential election, there's going to be an electoral college. It's not necessarily your one vote count.
Yes.
But when we talk about a local election, yeah, your one vote does count. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't want to confuse people with that. Your one individual vote does count when it talks about who's about to be responsible for a bridge blowing up by your
Hillary
house.
Got more votes than she's lost. You're right. It counts.
Yeah, that count. B. So I just want to make that note. So
I'm joking.
So I know you say you don't want to necessarily make it sound like you was throwing your way. What's up, man? We got
Cannabis. What's up,
bro? We got a packed house tonight, man. Thanks for everybody coming through to check out the show tonight, man. I love the audience tonight, man. Speaking again about politics, though, I know you say you don't want to necessarily, you know, say that y'all was throwing your weight behind Senator Ford necessarily, but he is one of the people who are talking about decriminalization. I know another one is Kwanzaa Hall.
Yeah,
like
Kwanzaa was supposed to show up that day.
How do you feel about, you know, the candidates who are pushing that? Like, do you feel like this is something they honestly, you know, saying believe in wholeheartedly, or what are you with it?
Man, listen here, man. This is real talk. When we engage these folks, we got to have a sense of engagement that they're coming to us. The ones who, and Quasi was invited. I think the VC will give you a list of every politician that was invited to this event that we did.
Okay.
All right, now, I'm going to take it like this. I don't know about you, but I'm going to take it exactly like this. The ones who came and showed up on 420 for a 420 event rally and wound up talking about this topic, those are the cats who have to take this serious. Now, you know, and now I'm gonna say Vincent Ford didn't even give us his registration, but he showed up, bro. So I gotta start taking what he's saying real.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because it was cameras out there, there's people out there who, you know, it went live, bro.
Hey, well, I'll put a challenge out to Vincent Ford because I think he's an interesting person. I'd actually love to have him on the podcast.
You can.
I'd love to have him on there, man. Vincent, this I'm giving you an open invitation. Whenever you want to come through and chop up and tell me about your agenda, what you pushing, you know, what I'm saying why we should vote for you, all that. Come through and chop up with us.
You want him next Tuesday? When you want him? though.
Yeah, you got to put you got the juice, bro. Like I brought you on here for a reason. Like you got the juice. I don't got the juice yet.
Man. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna kid with you now. But when you said you wanted to meet Alan, what we do, B?
Hey, we met Alan Pete.
We went and grabbed him, right?
Hey, ain't no lie, man. So again, if I want him next Tuesday, he's almost like the mafia boss over here. Like if I want him next Tuesday, you got him next Tuesday.
Nah, not even that, bro. That all they want to be reached out to, but we got to know how to reach out to him. But the thing about it is, we can't just have him on this show and just have him talk about what he want to talk about. Issues got to be concerned with what we talking about, and give our listeners or whoever listening in. Because again, you are an ear. When we first started talking, me and Mac started talking because it's an ear in our community. Now, just like Burn One, just like you know, when we got the plant channel, hey, bro, we need the positive access to information that we can believe in. Yeah. And if we don't build it, then they gonna give us this floss version that run better, is better, whatever it is, and it ain't gonna be the real people, bro. It's gonna be something they fluffing on us.
Yeah.
So again, if we want to be real about this, we got to build with the people within, man. Hey, it's a team. Again, I'm back on this team thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Speak to me about the Green Rush team, man. Like, how did that come about? Because that seems to be the thing that you're most passionate about, like getting the Green Rush team in the forefront. Like, what's the Green Rush team about?
Let me tell you, man. When we first got into this industry, man, we took 23 people out to Denver. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That was for the first Cannabis Cup they had out there, right? And I'm gonna tell you, bro, we failed miserably. You hear me, bro? We failed miserably. It became to us going out there making money to can we get everybody home? You feel me, bro? Yeah. But, man, I promise you, everybody who was at that event will tell you, man, that was the best time we ever had in our life, bro. Okay. As far as us grinding, having been part of Red Rock, being part of that whole thing, you know what I'm saying? But, again, like I said, man, we wasn't in the business. And then the people that was in the business, these were all stoners. Most of these cats that was in the business, straight stoners. So they don't know nothing about business. They don't know nothing about a business plan. They don't know nothing about forecasting, projections. They don't know nothing about nothing, bro. But they swear they got a business. We got a business, man. We run it like this. You know what I'm saying? And that's even, and I'm going to put this out there because y'all can look at my timeline and see if I'm lying. I was sitting there talking to 2 Chainz. I got a picture sitting up there talking to him, and he put me out to this young person. Now, this young person was at Morehouse. I don't know who he was, but there was another white girl that was with him, and he said they will get back to you. Mm-hmm. All right? Not saying nothing about nobody, bro. But first of all, if we talking about politics, why would you have somebody that young running your political thing and they know nobody in the industry, bro? You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to hand me off to some. This man should have been hollering at me because, again, if you don't have nobody in a political structure, you ain't got nobody recognizing who this is. Yeah. You might have the wrong person for the wrong job, B.
Well, you know, I've heard this conversation before about the outreach to the hip-hop community, and I'm a hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? That's what I live, you know what I'm saying? And one thing I can tell you about this, breathe. One thing I can tell you about dealing with hip-hop artists, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, we talking about politics here, man.
Why?
Yeah, and I'm about to tell you about to answer your question. Well, because unless we are talking about somebody like a Dead Prez, a Common, like people are really involved in it, a lot of these cats are necessarily involved hands-on with a lot of the things that they do. So when I see organizations, again, especially in cannabis, say I need to get this type of interaction with these type of celebrities, I'm like, these type of celebrities barely do their own stuff. You know what I'm saying? So why would you drag them in to barely do something for you? Yes. You are on the path to where you are right now because you laid that groundwork and you got that, you built that up on your own. No, keep building that up on your own, bro.
No, bro, you missing the revolution.
Okay,
you missing the revolution right here, bro.
Put me on the game.
The revolution is, everybody got to be involved, and everybody got to remember. You got to remember the 10% got to pull for the 90%. You feel me, bro?
But what you got to get people to understand is to do that, because we got a lot of people living with the talented 10% like mind state where they just believe it's just supposed to be 10% leading to 90. No, you know what I'm saying? Like we still got people walking around with that mind state.
No, and then we dealing with Babylon too, and understand that imagery is a big part of it, bro. Mm-hmm. And you got to remember, those people got the pull. If they got the thousands and thousands of people that got their ear, bro, you know what I'm saying? Somebody out there thousand looking for a message.
But you hit it on the head. You say it's about imagery, and these people don't even control their own imagery.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I'm in this. Y'all don't control your own imagery. Like, there's always a shock. There's always a shock when people see somebody do something on their own in this, because it's like everybody has somebody who's putting them on.
Respect.
Yeah. So again, like, you got to watch how y'all interact. And I'm not saying 2 Chainz or nothing like that. I'm just saying overall. No. Like, a lot of these artists, they don't have control of their own image. So for you to not have control of your own image, I doubt there's much you can help to build up mine.
Oh, hold on, B. Hold on. Let's not go there now. Everybody got a particular reason what they doing. Now, again, my football game gonna be totally different. Now, because again, bro, the image that they got, I need for not for me. I need it for something else, bro. I need it for to build the excitement to the team.
Now I got that part because there's a little bit of finessing and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Like, we talked about this at the beginning of the show. We said we had to do things covertly, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Again, we know their imagery ain't being used like that. So hey, we take my man. He got a pit and he rolling that uncle. We already know that Uncle Dude. We already know that that's underground. We already know that whatever it is, be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta send subliminal but be on point with this, and we know the infiltration coming. So why don't we since we know it's coming, why don't we already build our defenses for it, bro?
Yeah. You know, it's funny. Like, Coach was just talking about a little picture, and I know I'm jumping subjects right now for y'all, but this is my show. Coach was talking about a picture on Instagram a little while ago of me and him, and he was wondering who took the picture. If y'all ever see this picture, it's actually on Cash Color Cannabis, the IG page right now. It's a picture of me and Coach, and I told Coach this is the day I realized he was actually a real life coach, because even in this picture, it's looking like he's asking me, "Are you gonna get back on defense, boy? Do you want to play this game?" Like he had that look on his face. Like, do you want to play this game? And I'm sitting there like.
But Mac, that's our relationship, man. That's been our relationship about getting into it. You know what I'm saying? And saying that you have an exceptional role in this thing that we're talking about, cannabis industry. Yeah. You're aligning, again, you're gonna either line yourself up with everybody who smoke weed and show about how they dab and do this, or you're gonna wind up having some things that enlighten us as long as with those exceptional things they can do. If you're gonna show me how to dab, bring me the cat on there who invented the dab. Show me a school that's sending our kids there to learn how the extraction process and what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna wind up rolling these blunts, well, who rolled that blunt and what that genetic seed is and who growers is that coming from, because now we're talking about the medicine of the industry. You know what I'm saying? And we know that if you can't get your hands on good medication, shit going in, shit coming out. So now it becomes like the Mansotas about who got the best grower of the seeds, and you just can't access everybody's seeds.
No.
So that's where the game gets serious, but most people don't know that. Everybody thinking about a dispensary, B.
Look, that seed thing was real. I learned that in D.C. when we was up in D.C. that weekend, man. That seed thing is real, boy. Like, people will fight over them seeds now. Like, yes, that OG Kush and that shit, man, look.
Man, but the real seeds, now y'all can get genetics, you know what I'm saying? Which everybody think they smoking real seeds, and you not. The average cat ain't smoked the real cookies yet. They smoking genetic forms of cookies.
Oh, can we talk about that in Atlanta? Because I love how it's now catchy for everybody in Atlanta to have cookies, and I'm like, I'm seeing y'all packs, man. Some of this is high grade mid. I don't think y'all know it. But again, y'all the smart guys.
Man,
y'all the smart guys.
Hey, you know the lie. Hey, they be on the lie. You know. Hey, but again, the difference between your weed, man, you should know by his conversation. If somebody say, "Yo, I got some loud," then you know that ain't no really weed, man. That's if somebody just get some good weed or whatever.
Yeah.
But if a nigga say, "Yo, I got some chocolate kush for your ailments if you need to sleep," or I got some what we got right now. We got some animal cookie because you might want, your little head up, but you might want to eat a little bit, and you know what I'm saying. When you get to that level, bro, then cats. That's them. You supposed to pay top dollar to even eat with that cat.
You don't have a weed guy. You have a pharmacist.
That's what it is, man.
At that point,
and that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's what we've been doing for a long time.
It depends on where we at.
What?
For somebody to actually go into all that.
No, I'm from Georgia, and I do that. I've been doing that for a while.
Look, let me tell you something. I feel what he's saying, because if you at 5 points right now, if you at certain stations, you know what somebody gonna tell you? Got that pack, got that loud, got that gas, bro. You got mid. I know you got mid, son. You just don't know it because you don't know what you smoking.
No, you don't. I have no idea.
You got mid, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And just to be around good connoisseurs, man. Like I said, if we're gonna take this weed industry serious, man, we gotta know where you get the best butter from. You gotta know where to get your best bud from. Because again, if I'm about patience, man, real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, every black person has PTSD, which is post traumatic slavery disorder.
I was about to say, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Post traumatic slavery disorder, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So everybody need to be treated, and like I said, I think the marijuana has protected us from a lot of ailments that they have. Even I was telling Big Man over there about the carcinogens they release out of the air. That we came across a Stanford University study talking about the effects of marijuana and the effects of cigarettes, saying cigarettes will give you cancer, marijuana won't. But the best thing about the study, they found out the people who smoke both, that the carcinogens from the cigarettes was counteracted by the THC in the marijuana. So carcinogens, you know what I'm saying? So now if you're releasing carcinogens out in the air, and if you're smoking weed, you'll find out that most of the revolution cats smoke weed. The niggas who don't want to go to nobody's job smoke weed. Niggas don't want to conform to somebody, they smoke weed, B. And then if you think about CIA, man, they number one method of control is called MK Ultra mind control. You know what I'm saying? And man, they did this little thing and study in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and the lady, the first thing she came on and said, "Hey man, anybody on marijuana it's hard to affect them on this because their mind is doing the opposite of what we needed to do." I'm like, man, God is good, bro. The white man can't control us. That's why we ain't rebels. And then we been protecting us, cause, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, and then I'm controlled with my PTSD, man. I'm like, man, God is good, bro. Bro, y'all don't hear me, bro. I mean,
man, God is great. And right now we about to cut to a video, and me and Coach gonna come back and chop up for a minute. In the meantime, I want y'all to check out. No problem, man. For a minute, I want y'all to check out Jet Life to the Next Life, man. My man Fiend, Corner Boy P. They got that Money Made You Do It video out right now. They got a new mixtape that dropped on May 1st called Summer League. I know it got my man Scotty ATL on. I think it got Kissy Lee on it too. So matter of fact, we gotta get Scotty on here, man. We gotta chop up about this. So I've seen a lot of Jet Life affiliations, man. Can we get an exclusive or something on Cash Color Cannabis podcast? Word. Maybe blow some Cloud9, man. We got Curious George too. Man, fuck with Scotty. You know we fuck with you over here, man. Come through and come kick it with us one day. But in the meantime, man, check out that video, Fiend and Corner Boy P. Money Made Me Do It. I'm gonna be back in a second with my man Coach, and we're gonna talk a little bit more. And I see Stanley over there. I see every time Stanley pull out the blowtorch, I'm like, please don't burn down this house, dog.
Yo, call to action too. Remember, call to action, man. We do have a call to action.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that later.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Check out that video. We're gonna be right back. Cash Color Cannabis, a high level of conversation on LiveHipHopDaily.tv.
Word. Thank you, man.
All right, we back. Cash Color Cannabis, a high level of conversation on LiveHipHopDaily.tv. I got my man Coach still in the building. Coach, what's up?
What's up, God? How you doing again?
Man, I appreciate you coming out. Today's been the episode I thought it was going to be with you. You know what I'm saying? Like Coach is an over the top personality, and it's just great having conversations with you, man. And we definitely had a great crowd tonight, so I appreciate everybody who came through to actually watch the show.
Word.
Before we fade to black tonight, man, tell everybody where they can find you at on social media, and what's the call to action for the Green Rush team.
All right, man. First of all, you can catch me on Coach 69 Smoke if you're just trying to see what I'm doing. But the Green Rush team basically will let you know some of the things that we have going on in the community. TheGreenRushTeam.com. That's joining the team and contacting me. Or you can reach me at 770-873-8681. And that's Coach. Hey, and man, if you guys are on Instagram, check out Hydro Yo. That'll let you know where the pop-ups are, but that gives us opportunity to really meet those real players who are serious. And like I said, I got some brothers from Morehouse who want to come in and team up with me to start helping organizations who really are serious about, just getting into this industry, making sure that your financials are right, making sure that your project is right, making sure that you understand what the industry, the laws. So again, we got people who just want to make sure that our team, the Green Rush team, if you become part of it, man, that, I can direct you to people who are directly related in helping you either secure finance or, just come together with a good plan. And then again, like I said, the network is the most important thing. And again, the real marijuana community is a community, real talk. It's a community, and the minorities in that community is real small. So you make sure you know the right people and do the right thing, and what I'm saying, just come together and just want to be positive, man.
Broski, appreciate you coming through, OG. Thank you for coming through, man. So that's it for today, man. Next week we're gonna be back with another episode of Cash Color Cannabis podcast on LiveHipHopDaily.tv. Download the Live Hip Hop Daily app, and you can watch not just our show, but every other show that's on the network is whenever you want, from your iPad or your phone or however. Before we fade out tonight, man, like I said, my man Skull Money pulled up on us. He in town for up until Friday, so we're gonna fade the show out with his video, No Trust. So check out No Trust, and definitely follow us on Instagram as well at Cash Color Cannabis.
Oh, one more thing, man.
Sure, go ahead, dude.
Call to action, man.
Oh, call to action.
Hey, one thing I want y'all to know, and for real, this is real serious. We those 8 politicians that we had at our event, we got those same individuals, or most of them, that are serious about sitting down and making things happen. Like we said, we contacted Maxine Waters. We'll be on Instinct Radio. We'll be giving that information out, so you guys want to take part of it. But again, we got the people who are making the actual call to action, move the process, what everybody trying to get to. We got those individuals talking about making things happen. So again, I'm gonna show you the plan, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna execute it better than I can tell you.
All right, that's what's up, man. That's it for us, man. Tune in next week, 9 o'clock, at LiveHipHopDaily.tv or on the Live Hip Hop Daily app to Cash Color Cannabis, a high level of conversation. Like I said, we're gonna fade out. Check out that Skull Money No Trust video, and then check us out next week. Cash Color Cannabis podcast, high level of conversation.
I'm not a criminal. Word.
Outro.